All right, so I'm back at it again. The subject is Sega Saturn favorite games, and even though this is a game that I don't believe that many people like pick it up in the first time they start thinking I'm gonna get a Saturn to play this game. But it's like, for me, when I had played some games in my preteens at the youth center after school, we used to play a demo on Bug and Scorcher on the PC, and everybody wanted to see the short demos. The Gecko was there as well. Everybody liked that kind of game. You pick up a little, you run a little. It wasn't too complex. The structure wasn't too complex, and those were games that I really liked. And I realized later on when I got a Saturn, when I realized that they were actually Sega platform games. So it came as a surprise to me, but well, that's how it is. And during those days, um, I was in the mid '90s. I don't remember much what the price was for a game then, but I mean. I was talking to you earlier about getting Night City Dreams, and it was like I had to trade in lots of games and then also churn out some notes to be able to get Night in Dreams, which wasn't even complete in box at the time. And now I hope you are maybe getting the idea because I learned about games via going to websites such as Green Hill Zone, which was a site focusing on games produced by Sonic Team. And this game is one of those games. It's pretty rare for them because it came out very late. But when I bought it in the zero zeros, the thing that happened was that I even found this seal, not seal in this package here because I bought it separately to take care of it, but to take good care of it. But this game is Burning Rangers. At the time, I bought it for like 600 something in Norwegian currency, whatever that is, and I couldn't even buy it via card on my own. My elder brother had to send the money for me to make the transfer because I couldn't do it with the kind of card I had when I was younger. So I mean, there are many things to say about Burning Rangers. If you really must take negative things, well, then maybe there's one thing that I don't know if it's outdone by other games graphically. I just I think the idea of being a firefighter is a genius idea for a game. It's like they always say, it's the thrills without the kills. It's true, but I think maybe it's a bit off. It is a favorite game, but it's not favorite game number one here. It's favorite game number two, and that's because, well, to navigate yourself around the levels, you have you have this voice guide, vocal guide. It's telling you where to go and when to head, but sometimes it doesn't really help you either because sometimes the message is get up from there. Give me a second. Get up from there. Use your best judgment. Get up from there. And there might be a drawback when it comes to Night in Dreams that is not colorful and cartoonish like other Sega team games that are developed by Sonic Team. Because when a team works together like that on Sega, they always have a heartfelt compassion of what they are creating. But in in the case of Burning Rangers, there's one problem. I find it very hard to navigate around the level, so I can't say it's an easy game because I am still learning. Every time I play, I need to learn a new. I do the training mission over again just to you know to get back into it again because I don't play this game regularly because it takes a lot of concentration to go through it for me. What you see here, the style is more into well, comic books than it is cartoonish, but the concept is very close to Nights into Dreams because it has, you have to pick up the crystals, you have to pick up people you find on the way, and yeah, like that. It's like that formula is also in um, Sonic 3D, which I love as a game. I love the way you scout around. You have to look for things. The main issue is not time; it's something else. And well, I mean, Night of Dreams is a good game, and so is Burning Rangers. But it's something with the only thing I don't really like about it as much is that you see when you look into Sonic Team games like Knuckles 32X, environments like Botanic Base. You hear only from the name, it's terrific. You have Sonic 3D, Diamond Dust, Green Grove. You know, it's like that. And here's just factories. You run around in a factory during the first level, and it feels so big, metallic, gray. I know it's a factory. It has to be that. There can't be a botanic base for burning range plants, but still, with all the fires ending up in Swedish forests nowadays, one will uh, maybe think about making an outdoor level for burning ranges. I don't know. I'm not talking to be with you or anything. I'm just saying it's a different game to get into. And like when I had to pay 600 Norwegian currency. Think about it. That was more more than I actually bought my first machine for in '98. As I told you, I bought that one with Virtua Fighter Kids and one controller and all the cables for 500. You see, but then again, it has this personality, this character. It's typical for Sonic Team, and I mean, but it's a bit of an acquired taste, really. The environment makes the game an acquired taste, but actually, this doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's definitely in my top three favorite games, and I would not give it away to anyone because I mean I never grow tired of it. It's just that I cannot concentrate to sit through playing the whole game. That's a different story. It's because of ADHD. It has nothing to do with the actual gaming plan or plot concept. It's something like that. I think it's a good game, and I think everybody should try it at least. But I understand if you can find bug for 50 Swedish currency 50 or 150. Well, it's a more colorful game. It's effective. The sound effects are happy. It's happy-go-lucky. I mean, some people are not directly magnetically drawn to a game like this just by looking at the box, but it is very impressive when it comes to how Sega Saturn has two processors and not one, which makes it effective in making a very gem kind of game because there's not many games like it. I would suggest that you try it. Not via emulates and shit like that. I'm thinking you might go to a store where you can try to play it. And if not, I mean, you should. I think it's a good game to play. I play it every once in a while. Don't get fixated with the voice navigation there. I mean, it's there, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And while it is an irritating factor, I can agree. But it's uh, it's a beautiful game, really. As I said, it takes you into a world of its own, and Sega Saturn itself it is a world of its own. I'm not kidding there. I'm being really really honest this time. And well, I don't know if it's cheaper to buy the Japanese copy, but I don't. I wouldn't do it because I found this and it's still in great condition. I think it's harder to find it in great condition now. Now maybe it's 2,000 uh, in the currency to what you have to churn out to get this game. But it's a very worthwhile game, and it's like yes, it's in my top three. It's probably number two in the top three, so to speak, when it comes to games, and especially for Saturn, man. It's no, I'm telling you, people, it's a it's a terrific game. Don't you hesitate too much about that. You just have to get into the mechanics and dynamics of the game because there's not a game like it. The way you collect crystals is very likened to Night into Dreams, and the way you have to run around and look for people to save. It is likened to Flicky's Iceland Sonic 3D when you bash the robots just to get the birds free and leave them in a special confined area. I mean, I think you're guessing it already. My next favorite game is Sonic 3D. That's right, for Sega Saturn. But I will get into it later and I won't discuss it anymore right now because you're already getting tired of it, of me speaking and showing this on screen all the time. You know, I haven't got those editing features with headlines in color, with textures flashing around, letters flashing around. I cannot do anything to make screenshots work here. And oh well, what can I do? This is Burning Rangers. It's my second favorite game. Thank you.